Are the Celtics a one-and-done team, or are they going all the way in the playoffs?
Well, they're probably neither, Charlie. They're probably a second-round team. But if I'm forced to pick between those two options, out in the first round, or what was the second option?
Go all the way.
All the way to the finals. Let's not get crazy with Golden State yet. So finals or one and done out, I'm going to say more likely to make the finals. And I'm still on Milwaukee and who they'd meet in the second round. I still believe in Milwaukee the most. But I don't think the way the Celtics, Gordon Hayward's back. If anybody's been paying attention, the last month, Gordon Hayward has come back to being Gordon Hayward. And with that, I believe...
You're coming to your senses now, too? That's
I just don't think they're going to lose to the Pacers. They're not going to lose to the Pacers.
That's absurd. That's obvious. Okay.
Also, by the way, I believe in Jaylen Brown. So it hurts that Marcus Smart is out. I think Jaylen Brown is a great player.
Make your statement, bro. Obviously, we know they're going to beat the Pacers. Say something.
No, he said it. I think it makes sense.
I'm saying it. They're more likely to go to the finals than to lose in the first round.
They have enough talent to win the championship. I don't think anyone disagrees with that. And they are good enough to get past the Pacers. So I think I don't think anybody, you think that they're more likely to lose in the first round than to get to the finals? No one's going to say that madness, are they?
They're the team that's coming out of the East. You heard that
yesterday. Okay. So, no, I was just checking to make sure that you didn't go crazy in a few moments. But I do think the thing that I struggle with, to go back to the Kyrie X Factor thing, and I don't want to yell and argue, but I got a serious question, is how can he be an X Factor if you believe that you know what he's going to get?
Okay,
if you know what you're going to get.
Here's the answer. Because we know what the Celtics could do without him. Don't we all know that? They went 7 games against LeBron James and the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals.
And we know what he can do without the Celtics.
You'll never understand if you don't hear a complete thought. The thing is, we know what the Celtics are without him. Now we add him in. And we don't know, even with a great performance, what the Kyrie-led Celtics will be, making him, I believe, the determinant factor and the X factor.
There's something you guys have to look at when it comes to Boston. And if we're going to talk about that team last year and what they did, it's their defensive versatility. They can switch out and guard multiple positions with Horford, Morris, Tatum, Brown. That's what those guys can do. Aaron Bain holding down the front. They took Milwaukee out last year. And obviously, we know that Giannis has improved, Milwaukee's improved. But if you look at their front line, they can guard a Giannis. They can at least contain him. And obviously, in the fourth quarters, they have the best closer in the East. Hold on.
I'm starting.
Hold on. Would you agree? Kyrie Irving is the best closer in the Eastern Conference.
Absolutely.
You?
No, I said it yesterday.
Who?
Who's
the best closer?
I believe more in Giannis.
He's not a closer.
I have.
You're hoping. Say I hope it's Giannis.
I will say it's a projection. It's a projection. I'm not talking about the past. I'm talking about the future.
I am starting to feel guilty with how many times I point out these contradictions, but I have to do it. It's my job. Now, all of a sudden, you believe defense matters. When we're talking MVP conversation, no, it doesn't matter that Giannis is comparable to Rudy Gobert as a defender, and offensively, he's comparable to James Harden. No, the defense doesn't matter. Now, all of a sudden, you like the Celtics because they can switch on D? What is it? Does defense matter or does defense not matter?
Don't hop around. There's a difference between an individual, a team, and overall impact. And the impact that James Harden has is much greater than Giannis in an overall scheme of thing, because there's a guy who's been in the locker rooms and you have to scheme and you worried about another guy and go, man, I can't stop that guy. He's a force. He's a problem. It's James Harden.
I don't care where you've been, how many locker rooms you've been in. I'm telling you that statistically, Giannis is Rudy Gobert on defense and James Harden on offense. How can you argue? The numbers points. They have the same. They have the same PER. They have the same player efficiency rating. And you watch the games, he takes over.
Don't bring analytics into this talk.
Oh, we can't do math. That's the only thing that we can trust in this world, Charlie. Numbers is the only thing that we can trust. That's it.
It is the only thing we can trust.
You played the game. You know better, Dom.
You're lying eyes.
You played
lying eyes. Look at them numbers.
According to the Alliance Sports Bureau, Kyrie Irving has the highest win percentage among all active players to play in at least 50 playoff games ahead of Draymond, Clay.
There's some numbers for you. He also had LeBron James next to him for all them games. That's a number 23. Let's talk about that number.